How's it going, guys? Rob Taylor here, Signature Series Tattoo Company, Rob Taylor Tattoos, all that fun stuff. Today's segment, it's a really inspiring kind of story about staying positive. This kid, he went to another guy that was running some scams on Facebook ads. Basically got screwed over and got some crap work. It was a short little 4-hour session to kind of get in, get some layout, get some cleaning up and some edging done in there. Don't judge me based off of this 4-hour session. He has plenty of work to be done on this piece. Be inspired by his story. He came a long way and he stays positive, and the power in that staying positive. Hopefully you dig the dude's story. We're brought to you by Empire Ink, TCB Tattoo Supply, Hard Life Rotaries, Signature Series Tattoo Company. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. I don't think so. Thanks for tuning in. Here we go.
I should probably get tested now.
So, I mean, what's the dealio? What happened?
Oh man, so I try to find a tattoo I can, something cheap, anything like that. End up scrolling across Facebook ads, found this one guy. His name was, I don't know if I can say names or not, but
We'll bleep it out.
yeah, okay, but yeah, so he was just like, man, I saw his ad. His ad was like, man, 9x12 for $350. So an all you can take tattoo session. And I was like, man, this is legit. Okay, started scrolling through his page, all his pictures, his work seemed pretty legit. Messaged him, kind of like how I did with you. He was just like, yeah, well, come on in, see what we can do, give you an idea. Started going at it, and yeah, I was at his own home. It was kind of a little sketchy and all that. It was a little weird. But yeah, so he started going at it and got halfway through, started changing it up during the tattoo because I didn't expect this bird to be here. I expected it to be writing. It's supposed to be writing all across. The angel was supposed to be different. The wings were supposed to come down. They weren't supposed to come up like this. They were supposed to come straight around because wing and a wing. I don't know how weird that would kind of look. But other than that, I mean, he had a pretty legit story about everything, so I bought it. I was like, I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I got bent over and fucked raw. So, and but other than that, here I am, a year later, trying to get it covered up because it's kind of weird.
How'd you come about me, man? How'd you find me?
I found you on Instagram. I was going through the Explore section. I was like, man, Rob Taylor, a Louisville tattoo artist, looks pretty legit, pretty good. I started going through your work. I started going through the people that you were tagged in, commenting on it. I was like, okay, so this guy actually has customers, people that feedback and give him information. So I messaged you, and you responded pretty damn quick. So if I should say so, here we are. Set up an appointment. Let's get this bad boy fixed.
Let's get you cleaned up, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Usually the successful people in that type of aspect are weird.
Yeah, especially actors, man. Like,
Yeah.
you pretend to be another person for your job.
Yeah. Printer ink? No.
Yes,
yes. To start it, he's like, hey man, I met him outside. I was like, I think I'm here, dude. You gonna come out? And he's like, yeah. Came out of his apartment, and then he's like, came in, was talking to him. I was like, okay, yeah, you got your empty apartment. All right. And I was just like, yeah. So he's like, here's my little area. It was like a room that was smaller than this. It was like from here to your door. So it was like just a
closet,
almost like a
closet.
Yeah, like kind of like a walk-in closet. And all he had was just like a little table with his needles and stuff on it, like with his gun, and like a few pieces of paper, like drawings and things like that. And I was like, Open up his book. He had all his drawings and his paintings or his work that he'd done, and I'm like, okay, I was like, all right. He's like, sorry, it's a mess. He's like, I just got moved in here not too long ago. I'm still trying to get my stuff out of storage. I'm like, okay. I was like, man, you're good at elaborating because like I'm hard to fool and everything. And I was just like, damn. I was like, but you know what? I was like, yeah, apparently not, right? You fuck. And so he had everything. Like he didn't seem off. He didn't seem weird about it all. He just it's like he rehearsed it. Oh wait, almost, because he didn't stutter on anything. Like he was just laying it
On
down.
top of his shit.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, by the way, he's like, I need to get more ink because you say you're doing all black and white or gray or whatever. And he's like, well, we got to run down the store and get some ink. I was like, okay, yeah. And we pulled into some damn CVS, pharmacy, Walgreens type ordeal store. I walked in there with him. I was just like, okay, all right. Sure. And I just stood up front. He's like, yeah, I'll be back. I'll go get it. I just stood up front. I was just like, okay. Like,
What
yeah.
what did he come back with? Like, you don't know what he bought, or
he bought like it was like a tray, and the tray had like a multicolor. It was like 50 different colors, and then it was like a little tube, maybe like that big, like that tall, of just like black ink. It was like a roll black ink, and then like multiple colors. So I was like,
all in one tray?
yeah, it was like all on one tray.
And was it like wet ink, or was it like dry?
I think it was wet. Yeah, it was like he just dipped his
So was it
gun
just
in
paint?
Like
down at the
I really don't. I really
section.
That'd be fucked up. Oh my god, damn! That's
Just some acrylic, like Crayola fucking.
I should probably get tested now.
See, I'm over here and like I get salty when people are like, "Man, are you a fucking scam?" Like, bro, like do a little homework, do a little research in me, fucking Google.
Yeah,
like, you can. It's 2019.
Yeah.
How am I gonna be a scam? Well, apparently that shit's real.
Yeah. Red flag number 2 was he's like, damn, I think I'm stressed out. All I'm doing is just arguing with people on Facebook. And I'm like, oh, what about what? And he's just like, oh, they're saying that I stole someone else's artwork and that I'm stealing it from a friend. Or I'm just like, he's like, it's not true. He's like, this is not true. He's like, I have it right here. Here's my sketches, and pulled up his sketches, and I was just like, okay. Yeah, so we went outside, and he started with this, and got it like to about this point, and like right here in the middle of that, and then like in the middle of the cross was when he was just dipped it in something like that, and he was just like, and he's like digging on my arm, and then he goes, and it was just like completely bare skin. And he's like,
gone.
Yeah, it was gone. He's like, you know what to eat. He's like, you're not taking ink no more. I'm like, all right, man, that's okay. He's like, we'll keep trying. We'll keep pushing.
How many hours in was?
It was like 2.5. It was like not like 2 hours.
Mouth, man. I'm glad you still got like high spirits about everything.
Yeah, the head's uneven. The like the damn head's uneven. You look at it. The eyes are right.
There's a lot of things that just aren't right.
Yeah, I don't know if he used me to practice. I think so.
Yeah, at least you're in good spirits about it.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's all about marketing, getting exposure.
Right. That's just my closed-minded end of it. I ain't nobody.
Rob Taylor.
Shit. And again, without Instagram, that Rob Taylor ain't motherfucking nobody. Think my kids give a fuck how many Instagram followers I got? And then once you accept that, dude, like, yeah, exactly. Life is a little bit happier, for me at least.
Right.
It's easy to get sucked into that game, that world, dude, that fake ass, what matters, what doesn't matter bullshit. Right? You know, like the Twitter wars and shit, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's so
You don't realize it when you're getting sucked into it. The next thing you know, like, oh fuck, I'm looking like a bitch. So, you only child, man? You got a whole bunch of family? How's that?
I got 3 sisters.
Oh shit.
And one of mama pops passed away in 2009. You alright? You heard of ALS?
Sounds familiar.
The ice bucket challenge? Yeah, okay, that's what that is.
What exactly is ALS?
ALS is like,
Because the only thing those videos did was just make me not want to get dumped with a bucket of cold water.
right, it's called amyotrophical lateral sclerosis, and it's like a neurodegenerative disease. So, in other words, it eats away your muscle tissue. It's kind of like multiple sclerosis
Okay.
in a way. So, your body starts breaking down its own body, and your muscles start to deteriorate. So eventually, you become paralyzed, and you can't move, you can't walk, or you can't do anything like that. And I think when the doctors eventually diagnosed him with it, they're like, we're not really sure what causes it or anything like that, but they think that we have our security light on our house. He was climbing a ladder, and he was going to change one of the lights. And hell, I remember this, and I can honestly say this is probably like one of the biggest regrets I've ever had in my entire life. And I will always have it, but I won't get all emotional over it. But I walked outside, and my dad was climbing this ladder, and I asked him, I was like, Dad, you want me to hold the ladder for you? And he's like, no, son, you're all right, you're okay, you're good, go on, go play. I was like, no, Dad, let me hold the ladder. He's like, no, it's okay, I promise, I'm just going to be up here changing out the lights, security lights really quick. He's like, on like the roof of our house. Well, I was like, all right. Well, I went back there, and I was on the swing set, and he climbed.
How old were you?
I was in 6th grade, so I was roughly around
13, somewhere like
no,
that.
I was like 11, 10,
Oh,
somewhere around there. Because he passed away in what is today, the 7th. So 2 days ago, 10 years ago. So the January 5th of 2009, and right after we came back from Christmas break in my 8th grade year. And so he climbed the ladder, and I was watching him on the swing set, and I watched him. The ladder gave out. He fell from our roof all the way down, landed on our car, and then bounced off our car and hit the driveway. Snapped his forearms in half, so his wrists were like this. So it was like,
oh shit!
Broke both of his arms, broke his collarbones, snapped everything.
God damn!
Yeah, he had metal rods inside of his bone, along the inside of his bones on his forearm, both of them. Then 2 of them sticking out like this, they went through it. 2 of them sticking out, they went through it on this side, and then outside is what he looked like a freaking robot.
God
and
damn.
yeah, absolutely. And so he had all that in his arms for the longest time, and eventually, after he got them rods and stuff taken out, he's over here like, well, I don't know why I'm not, getting stronger. I'm not able to use my arms as much anymore. So he started getting testing done, and they ended up finding out that he had ALS. And they're like, this is a incurable disease. It's going to be a slow, agonizing death, pretty much. There's nothing we can. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about it. So he started seeing the only specialist in Kentucky, which is down in Lexington. I forgot his name, but it was like $5,000 of treatment, and he went twice a month for 6 months, and it was like an IV drip bag, and it was just it was kind of like an off-brand of stem cells. They said that's the closest thing that could possibly cure it, but there is no cure, so that's the closest step that they got towards it, and so he started doing all this medicine and taking all this, and they flew him out to Florida on private jets and to do all these testings. And he's one of those few people that this is before it got super aware,
right?
Before the ice bucket challenge and everything, a lot more people started hearing about it and things like that. So they started flying him out, doing all this treatment on him, getting everything together. And nothing was working, so he's like, well, this is costing you a lot of money, and I'm not going to have you go into hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt when you got 4 kids that you got to take care of, and you're about to be a single mom. So he stopped doing treatment. He's like, I'm just going to let it pan out. And I think he only had it for mean, his 6th grade years when he broke his arms, and he passed away 8th grade year. So maybe
Holy cow.
not even a year and a half, 2 years. It sped it up that fast. And oh yeah, it was horrible. I mean, I wouldn't.
Now, do you think the treatments had anything to do with the whole, like, how fast it advanced like that? With it being experimental?
I think it's like a slow process. I mean, what's his Stephen Hawking, the guy that had laid in the chair. And talked, he had ALS.
Yeah, that motherfucker was laid up in that chair, dude,
for like 10 years.
Yeah,
like 15 years almost. And it's very, very, very rare. Like after like 4 years, your increases, like your odds of like living past that are like it drops dramatically. You know, it's like a 10% chance, like 5% chance that you live to like 7 years after, like once you find out that you have it and you're diagnosed with it. But usually the average is about 2 to 4 years of you having it once you find out that you do have it. And you find out because you lose like a lot of balance in your yourself, your slur of speech, your everything starts like tighten up because it's your body breaking down.
yeah.
And hell, he had it, and he just laid up in a chair all day, every day in the back of our house. And you know, our grandparents would come and visit him, and his mom on his side was like, "Well, we think we found a cure for him." You know, she lied to us pretty much, and so that was her excuse to get him out of the house. She took him over there. She's a nurse, so she was taking care of him all day, every day, that's what we wanted. We didn't want him to be by himself often, and it was just a mess. But I wouldn't wish that on
That's
absolutely
crazy.
anyone. And then, like I said, he passed away like a little bit after Christmas, and like I said, it sucks. But
Yeah, that's tough.
there ain't nothing you can do about it.
That's some crazy
Stay
shit.
positive, I guess you can say. Stay
Well, I can
positive
see
about a lot
where
of
you're
things.
coming from,
Yeah.
positivity now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely. So session number 1 here. Get you cleaned off for some lookings.
Oh yeah.
You happy with it so far, man?
Oh yeah, man. It's awesome. Way better. I can't wait till it's completely done.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah. I love it, man.
We'll get you there eventually. Like, so we'll come in and do a lot more detail, like all these feathers will have detail and
Fuck yeah.
texture in it. To give you a little idea, did some detail on the hair here, just so
Yeah.
you can kind of just get an idea of the textures and what I'm putting
To the entire piece here.
Powers were contained in this diamond, and now that we have stolen it, all evil will slowly drain from the earth.
Whoa, that's like a really big deal.
It's the biggest deal.
You're a good guy.
I'm the greatest guy. Rex Bosworth, champion of